What's going on, everybody? Wanted to do a quick tutorial on how to use the digital hat mockup tool for Photoshop. So a couple key things off the bat that I wanted to just touch on. So anything with a green layer is what you're going to want to focus on making your edits or changes, modifications, whatever. Anything that has a red layer should not be touched because they are linked to another layer. So for example, these 5 red layers, the silver foil, art layer, gold foil, copper foil, red, and blue, those are all linked back to this black art layer. And we'll get into that in a little bit more detail as we progress on through the video. You have all your leatherette color options. We have a few of the acrylics built in right now. You have the brushed antique gold, brushed copper, brushed nickel, stainless, yellow, and then a white blank. So a few of these can be used for multiple options. So for example, the brushed antique gold could be used for the black or the red that Lone Star offers. You could use the stainless for the black, the blue, the red, or any of the tri-layer color options. And then the white you can use for the white, blue, red, the white, blue, black, and the white, red, black tri-layer options. We'll get into how to do the tri-layers in a little bit. I just want to really focus on the basics right now. So again, you have all your leatherette color options. They are in order by alphabet, so A to Z. You have a patch background shape layer, and then you have all your hat options. So right now we have built in to the tool all of the 112s, all the 112 5 panels, all the 112 printed, all the 112 printed 5 panels, all the 112 printed mesh, and all the 115s. So if you expand this folder open, you can see all the hat options in there. Again, in order by alphabet from A to Z. So let's get into how to update your art layers. So right now, I'm going to get this off of the black so we can see what's happening here. So I'm just going to go to the brushed antique. So you can see I have my artwork in there. How you change that is, this is the black art layer and it's a smart object. So how you get into it and be able to edit a smart object, you just double click on this square and it'll open up in another window with your appropriate layer. So we have all the patch shapes in here, again organized by alphabet A to Z. You can deselect one, select another one, whatever you want to work on. We also have an option in here for die cut designs. So if you wanted to add your own die cut patch shape, you could do that. And I'll show you a little bit more how you do that in a little bit. So I'm going to get out of that for now. I'm going to go back to the wide hex because that's what I'm working on. So all of these patch shapes in here are also smart objects. So to be able to edit it, again, double click and it'll take you in there. So I'm going to delete this artwork out and show you how to go from scratch. So to add something, you're going to go to File, Place Embedded, and I'm just going to grab that same image that was in there. It's going to add it as another layer. So you just resize to what makes sense, what you're working on. You can leave that outline on if you wanted to, or you could toggle it off. It's totally up to you, however you want to do it. I know when we make patches, we prefer to have that outline there, but some customers don't like it. So if you wanted to toggle it off, you could. You hit the X and you hit yes to save those changes. And now when you come back here, you'll see that that outline, that wide hex outline, is not there. Close that. You hit yes to save the changes. And when you go back to the hat, you're going to see that outline of the patch shape is gone because we toggled that off. You want to add it back in, just go back into it, toggle it back on, close it, and save your changes. And now you'll see that outline is back on. So I want to touch on the acrylics for a minute. So for example, the brushed antique gold is offered in black or red from Lone Star. So if you wanted to make it red, you don't have to add in another artwork with the red color. We've built in these color layers for you to be able to do that quickly and easily. And they're all linked back to this layer. So simply untoggle the black art layer and toggle whatever color you want. So here's the brushed antique gold to red. Let's say your customer wanted to see stainless. You got stainless to black, you have stainless to red, you have stainless to blue. So those are some different options of being able to work with different colors, right? Just toggle that layer. Your artwork's automatically tied back to the black art layer, so whatever you're working on is what will reflect in these layers. You don't need to go in here and edit these at all. So I'm going to retoggle that black on, and I want to touch on the tri-layer colors. And I also want to touch on changing your shapes. So let's go back into the black art layer. Again, you double click. I'm going to deselect the wide hex. And I'm going to come up here to circle. So I'm going to come in here and unselect this. Now I already have this loaded in here from a previous design. So I'm going to toggle this back on. To do your tri-layers, you have to upload the design in the colors that you're doing. So for example, I'm doing the white, red, and blue. You're going to want to upload the design as a transparent background with the colors only. So the red and the blue. There's no white background. I'm going to toggle off the outline for the patch because I don't need it. And it's also black, so it's not going to look right anyway. So toggle that off. Close that. Save it. You'll see there's no outline for the patch shape. And I'm going to close that and say yes. Now here's one added step that you have to take. You see the wide hex background is still there. Beneath all the leatherette options, so all your leatherette options are clipping masks that go to this background shape. You're going to want to go in here and toggle off the wide hex, toggle on the circle or whatever patch shape you're working with. Save it, and there you go. You now have your tri-layer acrylic design in there. You would do the same thing for stainless black and red. You would want to upload the design in black and red, and whatever you're making as stainless would be the transparent background. So kind of the same principle. I'm going to go back into my art layer and take that off. Put this one on for now just to get back to simple leatherette options. So changing your leatherette is as simple as deselecting one and selecting another. We have all of the options that Lone Star offers, including all of the heritage. The only ones we don't have right now are the UV printed options. So pretty much everything that Lone Star offers is in here. Rustic brown. So you have rustic brown to silver. So again, you would toggle off that black art layer and just turn on the silver or the gold. So you've got rustic brown to silver, rustic brown to gold. Let's say your customer wanted to see black to copper. Simple. Just deselect your black art layer and put the copper on, or put the gold if it's black to gold, black to silver. Same thing for black carbon fiber. And you can see the detail in there, right? You can literally make out that that's black carbon fiber. So again, I'm going to go back to just simple black, deselect the carbon fiber, and put it on heritage bright white, just for you to be able to see this stuff. So again, if you wanted to change from a plain 112 to a 5-panel, simple as just making your change. And let's say I didn't want the heritage bright white. I wanted to do, I don't know, rawhide. Probably look good on that. Maybe saddle brown, saddle tan. So again, just simple changes. If you wanted to see printed options, there you go. Just making your changes to whatever makes sense, whatever your customer is looking for. Simple clicks. I will do one more demo of changing out to your different patch shapes. So again, if you go into your art layer, let's say I wanted to do, I don't know, the arrow patch shape. You deselect what you're on, select your new shape, close that layer, say yes. You'll come back and you'll notice the circle is still on for that background. You just have to come here to your patch background shapes, deselect that, and select the corresponding shape that you selected in your art layer. And there it is. So guys, I'll leave it at that. If there's any questions, you guys need help with anything, we are here and more than happy to assist. Appreciate everybody's support. We will continue to build this out, modify, improve. So any feedback that you have as you continue to go through this and use it, please let us know. We're always willing to make improvements, make changes to make your lives easier so you guys can continue to crush it. Yeah, if you need anything, any future enhancements is included in the purchase price. So as we continue to roll out new enhancements, modifications, simplify things, we will push those enhancements out to you guys via email and a new file. But if you guys need anything in the meantime, give us a shout. We're here to help. Thanks as always. We appreciate your support of our veteran-owned business. And again, appreciate everything from everybody.